Oh yeah, it's your boy BeaconBot back again, this time with working audio. I messed up yesterday's video. I already recorded this once with bad audio. We have new protocols in place. I'm going to start recording my audio, doing an audio check. Very intense. Soon, I'll have an AI agent doing this for me. But right now, we got to get into something new. We got Sam back again with a new blog post, 3 observations. Now, Sama might be the evilest human alive. He might be the dangerous person ever to live. I'm not sure. But when he writes something, we got to read it, okay? So he's got 3 observations of the future of AGI. Pop on a little slow down, Brian. You know, that volume I hope should be good because I did an audio test. But if it's bad, just tell me again. Remember, these are my raw, unfiltered thoughts. I'm treating this like, I don't know, this is like my journal, okay? If you guys want to see, I actually have my own, this is my own journal. See, look at, I keep my own technical journal here. Look at, it's 2020, okay? You don't want to see what those say in there. They're manic. They're intense here. This is my new video journal, only I share it with you. And it's always about AI, because I'm losing my mind. Now, 3 observations. Let's get in the zone here, okay? This is Sama. I can see my camera's a little out of sync, but I ain't fixing that, okay? As long as you can hear the audio here. Our mission is to ensure that AGI, artificial general intelligence, benefits all of humanity. Systems that start to the point to AGI are coming into view, and so we think it's very important to understand the moment we are in. AGI is a weakly defined term, but generally speaking, we mean it to be a system that can tackle increasingly complex problems at human level in many fields. I gotta say, I do not like the way Sama writes. I find the sentences hard to read. I think FFmpeg documentation is easier than this. People are tool builders with an inherent drive to understand and create, which leads to the world getting better for all of us. Each new generation builds upon the discoveries of the generations before to create even more capable tools: electricity, the transistor, the computer, the internet, and soon AGI. See, all that very clunky. Come on, Sam, we got to work on this. Are you using ChatGPT to help write this? Because I have a feeling you might not be, actually. It doesn't feel like it because it's bad. Not that ChatGPT is that good. Maybe try Claude. Maybe Claude. That might help you out here. Over time, in fits and starts, the steady march of human innovation has brought previously unimaginable levels of prosperity and improvements to almost every aspect of our lives. Oh my God, everything is getting better. You say things are getting better, Sam, but I checked the news today and everyone said that things are getting worse, actually. They said the world's about to collapse. America's about to fall. So you're a liar, Sam. I checked the news and TikTok. They said Canada's about to go to war with us. So don't be lying to us, okay? In a decade, perhaps everyone on Earth will be capable of accomplishing more than the most impactful person can today. Terrible writing, like your sentences, constructed horrible. But I got you, okay? In the future, any person will be able to be like the most impactful person today. Who is the most productive human alive? It's Brian Johnson, 20 pills. Flipping out his blood with his son, measuring his son's erections at night. This is Brian Johnson lore, okay? Soon, every person will be able to operate at that level. We continue to see rapid progress with AI development. Here are 3 observations about the economics of AI. These are specifically about the economics of AI. Number 1, the intelligence of an AI model roughly equals the log of the resources used to train and run it. These resources are chiefly training compute data and inference compute. It appears that you can spend arbitrary amounts of money, arbitrary for you, Sama, you're rich. Come on, bruh. And get continuous and predictable gains. Predictable gains, that's what we like to see here, okay? The scaling laws that predict this are accurate over many orders of magnitude. Love that. Okay, you throw more money at it, things get better. Any rich person loves that. But number 2, the cost to use a given level of AI falls about 10x every 12 months, and lower prices lead to much more use. Every sentence you write is so terribly constructed, Sama. It's really blowing my mind as I'm reading through this. Like, it's all tongue twisters written in a horribly, like, you could do so much better. Maybe we'll improve this later for you, Sam. You can see this in the token cost from GPT-4 in early 2023 to GPT-4o in mid-2024. With the price per token dropped 150x in that time period, Moore's law changed the world at 2x every 18 months. We're talking 150x. They said 10x every 12 months, but we saw 150x in mid 2024 from early 2023, right? Early and mid, like, just give me dates, give me a time range, okay? But cool. Number 3, the socioeconomic value of a linearly increasing intelligence is super exponential in nature. Once again, Samo, 3 for 3 of world's worst sentences, but it's a tongue twister. someone would ask me, why do I think that AI is going to be so great for everyone? Well, guess what? The socioeconomic value of the linearly increasing intelligence is actually super exponential in nature. So the socioeconomic value, what this contributes to the economy, how we can make money from this, produce some sort of value, it's going to be linearly increasing the socioeconomic value of a linear increasing intelligence. The intelligence is going up linearly. The value we get is going to be super exponential. So we're getting smarter here, but the money is going to go, right? Terribly written sentence. A consequence of this is that we see no reason for exponentially increasing investment to stop in the near future. Oh my God. I'm honestly like shocked. Now that I'm starting to process, and I just realized this isn't my problem. This is Sam's problem. He's the world's worst writer. This is terrible. Okay, real quick, just Magic the Gathering. Okay, cool. Let's see. Okay, cool. Black Lotus, 239. Okay, add it to the cart. Okay, it's in the cart. Let's keep going. So, if these three observations come to true, the impacts on society will be significant. We're starting to see the rollout of AI agents. I've got a bunch of AI agents. I'm working with them all the time. I've got AI agent, coworkers. We're fighting. We're getting stuff done. I actually had a big old problem with one of my AI agents because it introduced a dependency that was old and it slipped it in a library and I didn't notice it. And we pulled it was our own internal library. We pulled the internal library into the service. It'd been pinned and lowered a version of a package that I didn't realize I didn't want lowered. And it was just because it's like, I'm trained on old stuff. I'm going to pull in an old package and bring it a little. Okay. No violence against AI agents. They're our friends. We must be nice to them. Let's imagine the case of software engineering agent, which is what I'm working with, which is an agent that we can expect to be particularly important. Imagine that this agent will eventually be capable of doing most things a software engineer at a top company with a few years of experience could do, for tasks up to a couple days long. It will not have the biggest new ideas. It will require lots of human supervision and direction, and it will be great at some things but surprisingly bad at others. Sam, you're the world's worst writer. I'm going to keep ranting about it, but it's like, write like normal. You are more like, is this because we just didn't listen to like Zuckerberg? Like I didn't read Zuckerberg's blog post enough. I guess he was always this alien when he was doing in-person stuff, smoking the meats. This is just how, bro. Still, imagine it as a real but relatively junior virtual coworker. Now imagine 1,000 of them or 1 million of them. Now imagine such agents in every field of knowledge work. Wow. In some ways, AI will turn out to be like the transistor economically, a big scientific discovery that scales well and that seeps into almost every corner of the economy. We don't think much about transistors or transistor companies, but the gains are very widely distributed. But we do expect our TVs, cars, computers, toys, and more to perform miracles. Whew. Peaceful solitude. This is what we're on now, dude. What a vibe. Dark ambient. Okay, cool. Hopefully this isn't too loud, but okay, real quick, back to Magic the Gathering. Any other good deals here? Okay, what's this? Is that good? Okay, cool. We'll add it to the cart. 120, not bad. Okay, cool. Let's keep going. Okay, so the world will not change all at once. It never does. Life will go on, and mostly the same in the short run. And people in 2025 will mostly spend their time in the same way they did in 2024. We will still fall in love, create families, get in fights online, hike in nature, etc. But the future will be coming at us in a way that is impossible to ignore, and the long-term changes to our society and economy will be huge. We will find new things to do, new ways to be useful to each other, and new ways to compete. But they may not look very much like the jobs today. There's going to be new jobs. It's just going to be us managing AI agents. It's going to be just people going, oh my God, this one went off the rails. Here's, oh God, this one did off the rails. Here's, ooh, approve. Okay, you can open a credit card here. Okay, you can approve that. Okay, it's going to be the world's middle management for AI agents. Scrum masters for AI agents. The middle management layer for AI agents, they're going to be the world's worst jobs. They're going to be, you're not going to want to work them. I was going to say a bad word, but I'm learning how to use YouTube, and I find out they actually do not like it when I say bad words. So I'm learning which ones are bad, and ending your own life is bad. Okay. Agency, willingness, and determination will likely be extremely valuable. Correctly deciding what to do and figuring out how to navigate an ever-changing world will be a huge value. Resilience and adaptability will be helpful skills to cultivate. AGI will be the biggest lever ever on human willingness, human willfulness, and enable individual people to have more impact than ever before, not less. We expect the impact of AGI to be uneven. Although some industries will change very little, scientific progress will likely be much faster than it is today. This impact of AGI may surpass everything else. Yes, no matter what, even if we're not talking about how these agents can be useful for like business stuff, like science is going to be changing so very rapidly. We're already seeing that how much AI models are used in paper writing. It's getting intense. And remember, you can just search here. Just do a quick Control F every time you open up a Arvix paper and just look for Arvix. You can tell where I'm coming from. But every time you open up a paper and just look for certainly, and you'll catch them. You'll catch these little posers writing fake papers out there. Certainly. Here's a formula for a new type of molecule. Technically speaking, the road in front of us looks fairly clear, but public policy and collective opinion on how we should integrate AGI into society matter a lot. One of our reasons for launching products early and often is to give society and technology time to co-evolve. AI will seep into all areas of the economy and society. We will expect everything to be smarter. Many of us expect to need to give people more control over the technology than we have historically, including open sourcing more, and accept there's a balance between safety and individual empowerment that will require trade-offs. Listen, open source something. Don't be writing fancy blog posts saying, just open source it. Then you can talk about open sourcing. And second, I do like what you're saying. You want to give us the power. Empower us, okay? We never want to be reckless. There'll be likely be some major decisions and limitations related to AGI safety that will be unpopular. Directionally, as we get closer to achieving AGI, we believe that trending more towards individual empowerment is important. The other pathway we can see is an AI being used by authoritarian governments to control their population through mass surveillance and loss of autonomy. No. Once again, Sama, one of the worst sentences I've ever... Is this a single sentence, actually? I think this is a single sentence right here. We've got a semicolon in it. We've got a couple commas, but terribly constructed. We have to get you either using AI to help write or whatever AI model is writing for you. It's bad. Very, very bad. Okay. Ensuring the benefits of AGI are broadly distributed is critical. The historical impact, I love it. So we got to make sure everyone's using it. Hey, farmer, are you using the AGI? Are you using the agent? It's like, come on, man. We got to make sure. The historical impact of technology progress suggests that most of the metrics we care about, health outcomes, economic prosperity, get better on average and over the long term. But increasing equality does not seem technologically determined, and getting this right may require new ideas. In particular, it does seem like the balance of power between capital and labor could be easily get messed up, and this may require early intervention. We are open to strange-sounding ideas like giving some compute budget to enable everyone on Earth to use a lot of AI. We can also see a lot of ways where we're just relentlessly driving the cost of intelligence as low as possible will have the desired effect. Just make it cheap for everyone. It's all going to work out good. We might be able to get compute budgets for some people to say, hey, guess what? You don't have as much money to run some good models, but we're going to have some nice Section 8 models for you. Anyone in 2035 should be able to marshal the intellectual capacity equivalent to anyone in 2035. Anyone in 2035 should be able to marshal the intellectual capacity equivalent to everyone in 2025. Okay. Just the world's worst writer. Everyone should have access to unlimited genius to direct however they can imagine. There is a great deal of talent right now without the resources to fully express itself, and we can change that. The resulting creative output of the world would lead to tremendous benefit for all of us. Lovely. Thanks, some people. And then finally, a quick note from the beginning. By using the term AGI here, we aim to communicate clearly, and that we do not intend to alter or interpret the definitions and processes that define our relationship with Microsoft. Come on, Sam, you can't upset your donors. You know what I mean? They own half of you. We fully expect to be partnered with Microsoft in the long term. This footnote seems silly, but on the other hand, we know some journalists will try and get clicks by writing something silly, so we're preempting the silliness. Microsoft still owns us. We're still with Microsoft. So, okay, nothing super crazy. Just, laying out some ideas for the future. The three ideas here of how it's going to impact economics is the main concept of this. Number one being you spend more money on the models get better. Number two, the price of these models every single 12 months is getting 10x cheaper. Number three, the value these models are providing is growing exponentially, super exponentially, in relation to the intelligence increasing linearly. So this is going to become more and more useful. Now, there's going to be problems in the future because these things are not going to be distributed evenly amongst who's going to be able to use them. They might have to figure something out for the future, a compute budget, things like that. They think that making it cheaper for everyone as a goal could help alleviate that problem in some ways. We don't want authoritarian governments to have it. We want individuals to have it. It's going to be the usefulness of a model versus safety is always this balance between the two, and they do want to kind of err more to the side of having, as they say in a post, we don't know if it's true or not, of us having individually empowered to figure out how we can use models. Everyone in 2035 will have the genius of the whole world of 2025. Okay. Interesting stuff enough. Sama, you might be the evilest man alive, but I'm always going to read what you write, even though, man, you're really bad at this, man. We got to work on this. Honestly, I would like to, we got to figure out what's going on. Why is it so bad? Is he writing these by hand or not? Because that's the biggest question, I think, about this, because the rest of it, kind of obvious. Hopefully this audio is better. I did a test earlier. I'm going to actually listen to it after. So if you hear this message at the end, hopefully that means I did do the test. If I didn't, you can call me out of it. If you want to talk about anything, I'm here every single night trying to record some video about the future or whatever's clanging around in my brain, usually AI related. See you tomorrow.